So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal, because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away.
Never give up. Fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss. Fighting till the end, no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Did you have a good long weekend? Well, if you're in America, you may have, because we had Labor Day holiday weekend, last big summer holiday before we get back into the work of the fall. And if not, if you're someplace else in the world, I'm sure you had a holiday too at some point, right? You okay today? I want to chat with you a little bit about sharing your plans, about talking to other people about what you're going to be doing, whether that's a good idea or not a good idea. I've got my thoughts on that over time. I think there's a time and a place to do all that. We'll talk about all that today and see if it makes sense to you. If you haven't heard, remember, I do a live presentation. It's an event. It's a webinar kind of thing. It's video. It's me and you live. 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's different every single week. It's focused on doing the stuff you love to do and finding a way to make that happen. It's always a good show. It's a good program. If you want to go, just go faceyourpassion.com, get registered if you can't attend live. And I would encourage you to be there live so I can interact with you and have a good time. But we'll have the replay for you as well. How you doing? My name is Scott Smith. I'm the president, the founder, the chief motivating officer, the honcho here at motivationtomove.com. And every single day I get out of bed with a pretty simple mission, and that is to be happy. To do the stuff that I naturally love to do. And when things are kind of hot and crazy and heavy, and it always does, depending on where you are, it's going to happen, right? Some things, life's going to get in the way. It's to go, okay, didn't see that coming, or maybe I did, maybe I caused it, and to adjust it and to get back to that equilibrium, that homeostasis, that balance that I like. That's what we do here. Drive as hard as you want to drive, be as excited as you want to be, take care of life as it happens, and then get up again and do it again the next day. So it's good to have you here today. Thanks for stopping by. And again, I want to remind you that the presentation I do on Thursdays is very, very cool because it's all about this. Let me ask you a question real fast. And this is, pull aside and think about this for a second. Whether you join me or not, just think about this. Wouldn't life be better if you spent all your time and all your energy on things that drove you and excited you and made you happy? That's not possible, Scott. Sure it is. It's possible to try. It's possible, I think, to get it most of the time. Yes, things do get out of hand occasionally. We get surprises from time to time. But what if you could actually decide that this is what I like to do? I'm just going to do more of this. This is what I don't like to do. I'm going to do less of that. What if you're that aware you could do that? Something to think about today. Mac, you might want to write that down right now. Am I aware of what I really like to do, and am I doing it? It's a simple thing. Awareness, man, is a complicated gift, as Boston says. Hi, Boston. So the last few years, it's become pretty darn popular for people to share every aspect of their lives with others. But when it comes to getting what you want in your life, keeping your plans to yourself is pretty powerful, isn't it? People say all the time, hey, you know what? I should shout out what I want to do, proclaim my goal in public. I don't do that very often, unless I know I'm going to get it. If I'm fully committed and I know there's a chance I can get it, I'm going to proclaim it in public, because what ends up happening is, in my experience, not only for myself, but for tens of thousands of people I work with, is if you shout something out that you're going to do, you share your plans with the world, and yet you're not quite ready to go, or you're not committed to it, it just puts pressure on you. And eventually you put your tail between your legs and you go away. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I am in some cases, but not always. I prefer a little bit more private. So, in the summertime, lots of weekends are happening. People out on vacation, people doing things. I had a couple of messages from clients, kind of made me smile. I want to share those with you. The first, I've decided to spend a long weekend I had practicing what I do in private so that I will be praised in public. That's something I've said and done many times, by the way. The second said, he told me that they had completed a new project over a long weekend they had. We're heading off in a new direction. I mentioned they never said a word to me about it, and she said, I know. I'm learning that nobody needs to know what I'm up to, just me. I just go do it and they can catch up. And I really, really just loved when I heard that. And sometimes I feel pretty bad about it. I'm like, I'm your coach. You're paying me money to work you through these things, and you didn't tell me you're up to that. Seems like I ought to know that. But I've learned over time that there's a lot of things I don't know about most people, and most things I will never know. I've already figured that part out. Still, I smiled because I thought it was very cool. I witnessed 3 powerful tools that impact my clients' lives. It's very cool stuff. Number 1, practice in private until you are ready to share with the world. Nobody needs to know how you got so good at what you do. There is a big deal. It seems like you can't practice anything these days without putting a YouTube camera in front of you. You can't say anything without putting a microphone in front of you. Years ago, when I first started the Daily Boost podcast, we started in the fitness realm doing the Motivation to Move show, and I'd lost some weight. I'm very good at losing weight. I'm really, really good at gaining it too, but I'm very good at losing it, although I've been very good at keeping it off now for probably 18 years. But I remember when I started, I had already lost the weight, and I was already out there doing my thing, helping to inspire and motivate people. I was kind of a position of authority because I'd already done it. But many people came to me and they said, Scott, I need to lose 200 pounds. I'm going to start a podcast. And I said, please don't do that. Well, I think it's going to motivate me along the way. I said, no, it's not. Because the first week that you don't lose the weight you thought you were going to lose and you don't reach your goal, then you're going to have to talk about that on your podcast. And it's going to be okay. The first week, you're going to talk yourself out of it. And the second week, if it happens again, you're not really going to want to talk about it, but you're going to have to say something. And the people that encouraged you the week before are now going to question your authority when you weren't able to keep up with your commitment. And by the third week, you won't say anything about it. By the fourth week, you'll stop doing the podcast. So don't do it. Practice in private until you're ready to share with the world. Nobody needs to know what you're doing. Just go get good at it and then say, ta-da. Number 2, there is no need to tell anybody what you're up to at all. You're going to practice in private. You don't have to say a word to anybody. Just do it. It's a little bit different than that whole thing that nobody needs to know. But in this case, you're not going to tell anybody, are you? I've done that so many times. I've actually done it a lot with the weightlifting I've been doing lately. And just in the past 2 or 3 weeks, I think I probably hit a different level. My body fat is down. I'm actually not, I'm hungry is what happens. I didn't say much to anybody. You might have heard a little bit around here, but I didn't say it to anybody else. In the past 2 or 3 weeks, it's pretty amazing. Almost everybody's talking about how good a shape I am. Man, keep it up. Look at you, man. You're just big and beefy. I put some size on me. Didn't say a word to anybody. I just decided to show up and do it. So much easier. My wife noticed too. She's like, hey, it's cool. And she's mad too because I work out half as much as she does. Number 3, it's easier to get things done when everybody else is busy doing something else and isn't looking your direction and poking their nose in your business. I got to tell you, Years ago when I started Operation Reinvention over the summertime, we ran it in Face Your Passion this summer, kind of a light version of it. I learned a long time ago that when the whole world is going that direction, you just go the other way. In the summertime, when everybody's vacationing and goofing off, nobody wants to do any work, you buckle down and spend about 3 months working, you'll come out the other side and they'll say, how the hell did you get that done? It's amazing what happens when you do that. So you practice in private. You don't tell anybody what's going on. And when everybody else is busy, staying busy, doing something else, you just do what you're going to do. Your life will change in incredible ways when you do that. And it could just be a long weekend. It's amazing. Well, I've had so many friends over a long weekend wrote a book and changed their lives. This podcast started over a long weekend and has carried me now 20 years. It's crazy. I didn't tell anybody I was going to do it. I just did it one day. That was it. You can do whatever you want with your life. You do not need anybody's permission to do it. You do not need anybody's approval to do it, to make it happen. You do not. Your destiny is 100% up to you. Yes, people say, well, you should have asked. Who says? You should have told me. Why? At the end of the day, it's you living between your ears. You decide what you want to do and you go do it. And nothing wrong with that at all. I would go so far as to say, you're actually serving yourself and serving humanity a whole lot better when you do that. Charging your path. Loving every minute of it, huh? See you Thursday, 2 p.m. Just go to faceyourpassion.com and get registered. That's how you get into that presentation. And I'll see you here tomorrow.
Keep moving, gotta get